Finally, the sun rose from the black sky. The raid itself had lasted only 2 hours. But for me at least, it had felt far longer. There had been 20 Imperial nationalists at the Ikeda Inn. The Shinsengumi had killed 7 Ronin and injured 4 more. I learned later, with the help of the Aizu domain and the Kyoto Judiciary Commission, they arrested 23 people. The owner of the Ikeda Inn has also been arrested for trying to help the Choshu rebels escape. The Shinsengumi had won an incredible victory, fighting against superior members in meat territory. But they paid dearly for it. Okita has taken a blow to the chest and lost consciousness. Heisuke had been cut on the forehead and the bleeding refused to stop. Nagakura had injured his left hand. One of the Shinsengumi soldiers lost his life at the inn's rear entrance, and 2 others were severely injured there as well. It didn't seem likely that they would survive. The Kyoto military and judiciary commissioners also fought the Choshu Ronin with their successful resolution of the Battle of the Ikeda Inn. The Shinsengumi had at least made a name for themselves. It looked as though the peace in Kyoto had been protected. Never could I have imagined what the ultimate result of their victory would be. Weeks passed since the battle at the Ikeda Inn. In the meantime, the Shinsengumi grew stricter during their rounds to arrest the numerous outlaw Ronin that escaped from the Ikeda Inn. Rumors surfaced of extremists who were plotting to exact revenge on the Shinsengumi. Additionally, there was also a problem occurring with the warriors spanning from other domains, making things tense around the headquarters. Things were finally settling down. As a result of my efforts during the battle, they grew more encouraging of my involvement. The Shinsengumi allowed me to sweep the area in front of the headquarters on my own. One day, I was cleaning the courtyard with a broom when I heard gentle footsteps approaching me.
Excuse me, but is this the Shinsengumi headquarters?
Oh, yes! The voice came from behind me, so I was caught off guard while answering. Didn't I meet you the other day?
Ah, hello. It's been a while since the tea shop.
I met him on the first day I was allowed to leave the Shinsengumi compound. This was the mysterious samurai that helped me while I awaited Hijikata's return at the tea shop. Why, yes! I appreciate your help the other day.
No problem. I mean, as I told you then, the pleasure was all mine. In any case, I'm glad to see that you seem to be doing well, Chizuru.
Now that I remember it, this man called me by my name when I encountered him. But I never learned his name. I remembered when Hijikata scolded me for not knowing his name, so I brought up the question. I'm so sorry for never asking your name despite you saving me. Is it alright if I give your name? His eyes twinkled kindly before he spoke, and I sensed a faint melancholy in his voice.
I am Hachiro Iba.
Ah, Hachiro Iba. What a pretty name. I have to tell Hijikata later. So, how may I help you today, Iba?
Oh, well...
Iba kept stealing a glance towards the base. I assumed his business was with the Shinsengumi. When I first met him, Iba defended a tea shopkeeper from Takeda. In this encounter, Takeda proudly declared himself as a warrior of the Shinsengumi. I slightly suspected Iba intended to visit him and inform the leaders about the incident. Hijikata showed up suddenly, as if he telepathically knew I was speaking to someone. Oh, Hijikata, this man is... Before I could finish my sentence, the man ran towards Hijikata.
Oh, I knew it! Toshi! It's me, Hachiro. Long time no see.
You're... Wait, Hachiro! What the hell are you doing here?
When Hijikata realized who it was, his eyes grew wide.
Are you surprised? I visited Kyoto with shogunate orders. Forget about me. Man, so it really was you connected to the Shinsengumi. I couldn't believe it until I made sure for myself. Congratulations. You really did become a samurai.
Oh, come on. Don't mock me. I mean, we're treated no better than any Ronin.
Yes, but your dream of becoming a samurai came true.
Hey! I said don't mock me!
Oh, come now. The Shinsengumi are famous in Edo. You are so feared that even crying children go hush. I heard about your victory at the Ikeda Inn. It would seem you lot are flourishing.
Well, we're working on it.
How very unlike himself. Hijikata seemed to be flustered, and his cheeks were rosy. Their rapport suggests they've known each other for some time. Were they good friends? I still need to tell Hijikata that Iba was the samurai who came to my aid to the tea shop. Once I verified, their conversation had come to a halt. I mustered the courage to speak to Hijikata. Hijikata? This was the young gentleman who helped me from Takeda the other day at the tea house. Hijikata furrowed his eyebrows.
Oh, I see. Sorry for causing trouble. Well, I guess you saw something you shouldn't have seen.
I just happened to pass by. Besides, I was there for personal reasons, so I didn't report it to anyone.
Oh, well, thanks for that. Hey, we don't need to continue this conversation out in the sun. Why don't you come inside?
Hijikata looked uncomfortable offering anyone any sort of kindness, but he looked at Iba warmly. I took tea to the two in the hall. Hijikata told me to remain there, so I decided to listen in.
So, you claim you came to Kyoto with shogunate orders. What are you here for?
I'm currently in Okuzume.
Okuzume? I listened intently, but subtly, since I was unfamiliar with the contents of their conversation.
He's a Hatamoto of the shogunate. He is entrusted with protecting the shogun and his guests and friends who surround him.
Oh, wow! I am honored to meet such a man!
Oh, please. I'm nothing special. This was a job I acquired from connections with my father.
But what would bring a man of this stature here, Hijikata? This meant Iba was someone who worked directly with the shogun. What an honor! It made no sense why he would interact with the Shinsengumi or why he has business with us.
Oh, I see what you're thinking. You're thinking, why would he know a guy like me, huh?
I did my best to nod without offending him.
You see, not only is this gentleman a Hamamoto, but he's heir to the Shinyoto Ryu Iba Dojo. which is one of the top dojos in Edo. The Iba dojo and my dojo socialized often, so this is how we came to know each other.
Yes, that's right. When I got word that I would be coming to Kyoto, I was excited because I knew I would see Toshi.
Iba's eyes shined with adoration, but Hijikata scoffed and rolled his eyes.
Whatever. Just keep in mind, Kyoto isn't exactly a vacation destination.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind. However, despite it being so dangerous, it seems even a woman can be with the Shinsengumi.
Iba glanced at me when he asked his question before looking to Hijikata. I gasped and cupped my hands over my mouth, and Hijikata's eyes darted toward me sternly. It would seem Iba picked up on the fact I was a female, judging by their interaction.
Oh, was that supposed to be a secret?
I didn't want to confirm any answers, so I stared towards the mat underneath without speaking.
It wasn't difficult to tell that she's a girl the moment you set your eyes on her. It's not her fault.
I know. I mean, only a fool couldn't figure it out.
Hijikata looked resigned towards Iba and sighed.
Well, her reasons for being here are somewhat complicated, so we're having her posing as a man for now. Only a portion of our men in the Shinsengumi know about her, so it would be preferred if you were to keep it under wraps in front of our men.
Understood. Would it be too much to ask about her reasons?
Her father is missing, so we're allowing her to cooperate with our investigation.
Her father is missing. You're talking about Kodo Yukimura.
How did he know everything? When he mentioned my father's name, the hairs on my neck stood up. How do you know my father's name? I guess Hijikata was also shocked by his knowledge, and he looked dubiously towards Iba.
Wait a minute. How do you know her father is Kodo?
Well, I visited the Yukimura clinic a long time ago. Chizuru, do you not remember me?
He asked timidly, and it finally clicked for me. If Iba has visited my father's clinic, then that explains why he would have known my name and my father. No matter how hard I tried, however, I couldn't recall his face or name from memory. Were you a patient of my father? Iba looked a little forlorn by my response.
No. When I was a child, I was interested in Western studies, so I visited your father.
Oh, I see.
Don't worry, though. You'll be seeing more of me.
What? What are you talking about? You don't have to keep coming back here.
Don't be like that. Come on, we're both from Edo. We're buddies.
Iba drew Hijikata in closer in a jovial manner, and Hijikata blushed at the notion. Hijikata is normally really uptight, so seeing him behave this way was startling. I had a lingering suspicion that Hijikata was actually enjoying himself. All of the commotion must have alerted the captains, because they popped up from nowhere.
Oh, what the hell? Hachiro, is that you?
I knew I heard your voice somewhere. It really was you, huh?
Shinpachi! Harada! Everyone else is here too. Long time no see, boys.
Man, you're in Kyoto too? Are you here to train, or are you sightseeing?
Don't be stupid. I bet you he's here to protect someone important, or something. Am I right?
Well, maybe it's something like that.
If you're in Kyoto, I assume you have a pretty good position.
Iba nodded plainly in response.
I see. You're in Kyoto too, huh? Well, be careful. Don't be stupid and die or something.
Thank you for the warning. I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, we should go drinking someday. I mean, we could go now if you want.
Each of the captains surrounded Iba and exchanged words. Most of all, Iba seemed lost in the amount of fun he had while conversing with everyone. I guess he really knew everyone back in Edo. Hijikata watched their interaction with warmth in his eyes and muttered.
See, despite him being a Hamamoto and also the heir of the Iba dojo, he chose to learn about each and every one of us and treats us with respect. It seems no one can escape his admirable nature.
He seemed to be especially fond of Hijikata, though. But I couldn't dare say that.
Well, I guess you can say we're friends. Whenever he visits, be sure to let him in.
Understood. Before we knew it, evening had come, and Iba told us it was time for him to depart.
When I return to Edo, I'll be sure to ask around about Kodo.
Very well. Be sure it is kept under wraps.
Got it. I won't tell anyone.
As we exchanged goodbyes, the warriors returned from their afternoon rounds. One of them seemed to take notice of us, and he rushed over while shouting.
You're that bastard from the other day. The hell are you doing here?
It was Takeda, glaring at Iba angrily and demanding answers.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think we've been acquainted yet.
Do you dare mock me? You! Name yourself!
I am an Okuzume of the Obanshi, protector of the shogun and the realm, Hachiro Iba.
A shogunate protector of the realm. Iba. Wait. From the Iba dojo?
Yes, I've been here on official business in Kyoto. In the meantime, I've come to visit my old friends from Shie Hall to pay my respects.
Don't lie. This visit is not for ideal pleasantries. You are here to spread lies about the other day.
I have strictly come to pay my respects. Or would you rather me remind you what happened during this so-called other day?
Iba's eyes sharpened directly at Takeda, and the latter stopped his pacing and deepened his voice.
Whatever you say. Then we're settled. Looks like I'll be on my way then.
Takeda seemingly snapped into shape, speaking with a semblance of respect before storming off. Iba seemed relaxed despite everything. Everyone silently stood still, and I was afraid of another incident, so I sighed once Takeda left.
Toshi, who is that man?
He's Kanryu Takeda, the captain of the 5th Division. Yukimuro told me about the other day. Sorry about that. I'll make sure he doesn't bother you any further.
I'm fine, but please watch over her. I think if he finds out she was there, it will not end well.
Okay, got it.
Alright then, Chizuru. I'll drop by again soon, okay?
Oh! Did he mean he's coming to see me? Did he just mean he was visiting the headquarters? I couldn't respond since I was unsure, and Iba smiled at me with his twinkling eyes. His face seemed reluctant, if not a little forlorn, and he left the compound. I stared at him as he walked into the distance, until his small figure was removed from my eyes. Iba was a mysterious person. Even if he was someone very important, he acted with integrity and kindness, commanding a lot of respect from the captains of the Shinsengumi. I did not think there was a samurai like him in the shogunate.